Help!
Sorry.
Come on in.
Yeah, I just need to fix my engine. Wait a minute.
What you do? What you break?
I, yeah, I'll talk right now. Yeah, funny story. Let me go to just something. People seem to just fucking steal vehicles these days.
Huh?
There you go.
What, so what happened to,
Yeah, it's all good. So, what happened to JJ? There was a helicopter crash a few hours ago. Cloud. A few people went there. I went there. And then apparently there was some friendly fire. I say apparently because I wasn't engaged in that part at the time.
right.
She took 2 rounds to the chest, 1 to the foot. So the 1 for the foot was a through and through.
Right.
2 to the chest, the plate stopped it. So once we kind of secured the situation, kind of neutralized all the threats, we took her back. Well, she got transported back to McCullens. Artyom literally got turned into a fucking human Swiss cheese. He had like multiple gunshots throughout his entire body, including femoral arteries that were pierced by it. He should be dead, but they managed to save him. One of the away guys, Dimitri, he got a gunshot to the leg, but his Kevlar plating kind of protected it, but it fractured his leg. And then Thomas from Camp Wolf took 2 rounds to the chest, but his plate armor kind of protected him on that one. So it was all good. So me and Chase were kind of doing fucking medical. We evac'd
So,
Archie back. He literally, I need to wash out the back of that.
and was this all supposed to be friendly fire? That seems like a lot of people are getting hurt.
No, there was some. I think there were harvesters that were there.
All right.
So, but yeah, but the few of us that were kind of. But it was literally, it was like pea soup. And the longer we were there, then our skin started to get itchy. So I think it was like a mild version of pox, but it was just kind of skin irritant. Remember the old CS spray when you go in the gas chambers? It's that kind of annoyance.
Yeah. No, I got you. Huh. All right.
Yeah. But
Well, then, what's this I hear about? Chase was there on the other channel saying something about Murray's in a coma and people are suspect of Artie or something because there's ammo missing. I don't know. I'm trying to listen and follow, but it's like I don't know. It doesn't really seem to be making any sense to me.
well, I said Artyom should be in a medical induced coma because literally he had, at one stage, he had 4 chest wounds. 2 of them were into the lungs, so Chase kind of patched them up. I patched up his right arm, which had left arm. He had 2 bullet wounds to his left arm that went through. Didn't hit the bone, didn't puncture it, was just literally straight through. The one in his right arm, the bullet was lodged in there, Chase removed that.
All right.
Then he had 2 in his legs that had literally gone through the femoral arteries. I pinched 1 in his right leg while Chase operated 1 on the left leg, managed to seal that up. Managed to seal up 1 in his right leg, that was all them. And his stomach wound, the plate didn't protect all his stomach, so literally he had like a giant slash across his stomach and his intestines were hanging out. So we kind of put them back in and sealed that up. He had a face wound, a bullet had kind of caught his jaw or something. And he popped out after my little dip in the river.
Huh. Oh, you okay? You get sick yourself?
Yeah, when I left him, literally, I went for a little dip in the river.
Okay.
I'll explain that one. It's been a fun day. It has been a fun day. I've literally was out earlier on. No, in fact, yesterday, because we're on a new day now. I was out north of the airfield, and Benny put a radio broadcast that he'd been poisoned. Apparently he's been poisoned before, so we kind of knew symptoms. And no one was around, so I literally hauled ass on foot from north of the airfield all the way to their place, which was like a 7K run. I haven't run that fast since basic.
No doubt.
I was feeling it. I even had to pop a codeine for the pain. Yeah, literally got there. He was kind of in the medical area of their place, so I kind of flushed his body, gave him some saline, did some medical triage on him, managed to patch him up. He then told me about Magnus being shot. I didn't know if you about.
No, I didn't know that. No, I haven't heard about that one either.
Yeah, yeah, so apparently there was some horde. This is what I've managed to patch together. There was some horde like attacking, and Magnus and keep forgetting his name. Begins with a C. Not Coulson.
Carlos or Cameron?
I remember his name. I don't know why. Cameron. So Cameron, Cameron or Dimitri. One of those two was literally with him. Magnus runs out in front of this horde in his armor without his helmet. They basically shoot in, and basically Magnus got in the front of the bullet. Bullet went in the face, out the back. Magnus drops like a pack of shit.
Oh!
So he was kind of holding himself responsible for that. Yeah, apparently the Imperium turned up and took his body up to the northwest base, the lab.
Right.
Lab up there.
Huh.
Pop pills like a fucking pillar today. Yeah, so it's been an interesting. I'm still trying to piece together everything that's gone on. But the whole Magnus thing, I was trying to sort that. I was trying to find out about that today.
Right. Yeah, no, I haven't heard.
Obviously, this helicopter thing happened.
Yeah, the only thing, it's been relatively quiet around here. I mean, yesterday there was all that Friday the 13th shenanigans going on, all those crazies running around, which I'm glad got taken care of and stuff. And day before that, Camp Wolf was out here and the Cove, and they'd found like some robot thing. He was wearing like a top hat. He was all like orange in color and stuff like that.
Maurice, are you around?
Quite a savvy kind of guy, but it was kind of weird. Apparently, they found him like in a cage somewhere or something. Trying to think.
About that one.
Yeah. No, that was a couple of days ago. There was something. I can't.
I was running around earlier today. I was down south because I go down that way to do some hunting because I find there's less people down there. The animals aren't as skittish, so it's easy to get up on them. Yeah, I was down there, and then I was kind of going east, heading past Glenlock or whatever it's called, Lock or whatever it's called, and I come across like an old dirt road, and at the end of the road is like a military checkpoint. I was like, don't remember that being here last time I was in the area. Went down there, found some laboratory/hospital, and then that's why I was heading to the McCullens originally on the way to the helicopter crash. Turns out a few of the groups know about this helicopter, this hospital. It's apparently a harvester base. There was a C-130 sat on the back on like a little runway. I was like, okay, yeah, apparently people know about it. Like, well, I didn't know about it. I'm sure there's other people that didn't know about it. Camp Wolf didn't know about it. Yellowstone didn't know about it. So I've been going around and trying to tell people.
One thing, I don't know if you've talked to Camp Wolf lately or anybody that were involved in that swamp thing that attacked down there in that Lake Swag or something like that. I think it's down here at the sanctuary the other night. Yeah, when they were here the other day, Allie's got... okay. Did you know about the lesions and stuff that people got that are not healing?
No. I was at Camp Wolf the other day because I was kind of doing what you do. I literally... They were after some repair goods, so I gave them some duct tape because I had like 10 rolls of it. And then they were after some lockers because she's setting up a special unit, and I think I had about 7 single lockers. Mm-hmm. Kind of took them over, and then they were saying about that report about that mutant that escaped and it had gone down there, and that's when they left for that. I was like, okay. So they went and did that, and I was coming back here to go to bed.
When they were here the other day after that, herself and at least one of the other people on her team, they had these, they had gotten hit by it, by like the tentacles or whatever, and they've got these red lesions. And yeah, they're not healing, but they're supers. So they should be healing. So they're kind of investigating into that. It's kind of got me a little, questioning what's going on with that.
No, I didn't know about that one.
Yep. Well, let me just think.
Into a little blue friend again.
Nope.
I bumped into her at Camp Wolf, and she was explaining about the Imperiums.
Yeah, you told me about that the other day, about the two.
Saying is it's 3 factions.
Yeah, you told me this the other day. The 3 factions. She's in. One's not here. She's in the one that's kind of helping, and the one and Wasp is running the one that's hostile. Yeah, I've been spreading that around to people because there's a bunch of people who didn't realize that, because that makes more sense, right? I mean, because depending on what seemed like what time of day it was, whether or not you run into Imperium, whether you're going to get kidnapped or get handed food or whatever, right? Like it is, like you just didn't seem to make any sense, but that does now that we know there's 2 different factions.
I also bumped into the other day. Bumped into a new Imperium. He's all in black, called Ares.
All right.
I was coming through Karinsky. Bumped into 2 gentlemen up there.
This is Dimitri. I'm at the way if you want to come over.
Right.
I bumped into 2 gentlemen up there. They were asking if I was doing any looting. I was like, no, the only thing I found really was this Borelli M4. And I was like, yeah, you can have this, because I don't really use shotguns. Give them some rounds for it. And then I was kind of humping it over to McCullen's, because I think I had to speak to Ethan about something. And I saw this figure in the woods, just kind of have your peripheral vision, just like running in through the woods.
Right.
I thought it was someone like Spectre or Magnus or Max. So I put a radio call out, got no response. I was like, okay, they must not hear me. Get to the McCullens, turn around, and literally there's this guy stood there with an MG42 slung across his chest. And next to him is a guy in red armor with a minigun. I'm like, okay, this is how we're going.
Yeah.
He introduced himself. Yeah, it was one of those, I don't think my 5.56 is going to do anything apart from piss you off.
Right.
You should start carrying a higher caliber gun. Yeah, he's like, I've been told your name is Ares. I was like, no, that's not me.
All right.
He's like, because the two gentlemen up there said your name was Ares. I was like, no, told them who I was. And they're like, that's a good call sign. Maybe I could have that. I was like, nope, it's mine. You're not having it. It's got a long history. So then they went into the McCullens and put it on the radio that literally there was 2 Imperium by the McCullens, and they jumped over the wall. And then Shorty, Chase, and one of the McCullens turned up and went in there, and basically it was stood there, Torrance and Lawrence, I think.
All right.
It was a bit of a weird one. So I was like, okay.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much all.
Finally, just when I spoke to, it's weird.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
That's right. But yeah, when I was speaking to Max up at Yellowstone earlier on, he said, Ares is part of the Mr. T's kind of faction. We know he's one of the bad guys, so to speak.
All right.
Robotic voice, you never know.
All right. Yeah, the only thing I was going to say is, that's what it seems like half the time you run into the Imperium. It's like, you're outgunned. It's like, what else are you going to do other than just like, well, what do you want? What can I do for you? Because that's, they want to blow you away. They're going to blow you away.
Yeah, there's kind of no rules. We kind of don't know who you're dealing with.
Right.
Yeah, it's just one of those kind of. All seems to be similar, so you there's not even like distinguishing marks.
Yeah, well, that's just it too, right? I mean, like you can tell some of them apart, like blue, obviously, and stuff. Like some of them that are a little more distinguishable. But yeah, like you said, most of them are, almost sounds racist or something, but it's like, they all look the same, so you don't know. Is it a good one? Is it a bad one? Or what's going on?
Yeah. I put my finger out, what's the weather doing? It's raining, they're going to get shot today.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, that's
I also bumped into the new guys, Knights Templar.
Yeah, I ran into them today.
You've had a meeting with them as well?
Yeah, I was over in...
Yeah, I was... Go ahead. I was saying I was coming through from Yellowstone to come and see you. I was driving through that little military outpost down a kind of windy straight road kind of run.
Yeah.
I heard some weird ass noise. And then literally I saw one of the mutants kind of running around a building going nuts. Went back up and literally it was one of the Knights Templars there. Literally the mutant had killed his horse and he was kind of trapped in the building, so kind of okay. So I stopped, helped him out.
Oh, that's good.
And I was taking him back to their place and then ended up in the river.
Yeah, no, they're...
It was weird because...
I ran into them today at their place in Saboka when I was down there.
Yeah, I kind of... It's not hard to miss it once you look for the Red Templar flag or the White Cross, White Flag, Red Cross.
I didn't realize how many people were down in Saboka. I hadn't been down there in a few weeks, and it's like there is like a ton of people down there all of a sudden.
There's been a lot of new people kind of turn up.
Yeah.
Apparently they were, because it was their second in charge that I kind of rescued after his horse got killed. I dropped him off. He was like, "Oh," so I introduced him. He went, "Oh, you're Night Stalker. We were just talking about you." And I was like, "Okay, why do you know me? How do you know me?"
Oh, probably from me. If it was after they had run into me, I had mentioned about I gave him the lowdown on the Imperium that you had told me, and mentioned that it was like you that had told me that. So
yeah, no, I kind of literally instead of coming across this way, I was going down the railroad because it was being quicker to go to back, and then I just had one hell of a headache. Wake up and literally we're in the river, completely in the bottom of the seabed. So I think I was lucky that the snorkel was just above the water, so I literally dropped it into low range, and just floored it, and literally drove out this side of the bank, and then dropped off the boat, and then obviously come back and see you.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's why I was returning the engine, because I think a bit of water got in.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that's why I was just drying out the engine, and so. But it's all good. Yeah, so that's kind of the day in a nutshell.
What a day. It seems like every day is what a day, though, lately.
Sometimes.
I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that I might know that you may not, just while we're chit-chatting here and swapping info. Yeah, other than, like I said, that weird robot, they were letting them fly the helicopter and stuff like that. I think they ended up in Camp Wolf, so I don't know if it ended up with them or if it ended up somewhere else. But yeah, those lesions that Allie and a couple of her boys have that aren't healing, I'm a little concerned about that, because now apparently all her other powers are working, she's still jumping. I think though she said that she thought maybe she couldn't take quite as much damage, but that could be just because they were all really sick the other day, right? Everybody that had serum was sick a week ago.
Yeah, I think it's part of the process. It's kind of, I remember when I had that blood transfusion, it kind of, even that was just because it was the blood. It's sometimes it really takes it out of you, and it's the healing process. So I don't know. I think it might be. I don't know, it's just, I wouldn't even like to try and guess what it is with them.
Right. Well, the next time you see Allie, like I said, it's on her. I think it's on her left forearm, because that's where I spotted it right away, kind of thing. I was like, what's with that? And that's when she told me that it came from that creature. And then one of her other fellows walked up, and he had one like on his, I think on his like neck or something like that, and that's what they were saying. It for some reason it hasn't been healing, so just something to be aware of.
The more worrying thing is if it's not healing, is it spreading?
Well, see, this is why I'm talking to you, because you got the same line of thought as I do a lot of times. You know, it might be nothing, but when you can't just immediately assume that it is nothing, right? There could be something going on. We don't know what's going on with all this stuff. Like even the serum itself, right? So far, other than them getting sick once in a while, hasn't really been any huge negative side effects. But I mean, the way it ramps up your metabolism, that's got to be taking years off your life. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like burning the candle at both ends, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like,
when you reach that point where your body just goes,
exactly. But I mean, hopefully, I know they're working on it out at Camp Wolf, and I know a few of the other groups are like researching it and stuff. So hopefully, we'll get some answers at some point, or hey, maybe we'll even get some answers from Blue and them. Maybe they'll be able to help us out with that. But who knows?
Yeah, true. It's one of those freaking. Yeah, it seems whenever you think you've got things figured out, there's a new curveball that comes in, and then you've got to reevaluate everything.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was saying, and I know nobody's done it yet, but that's why I keep saying we need to have like a central repository of information and stuff that everybody, any encounters with the Imperium, big or small, we should be recording that stuff, because I still feel there's information that's not getting passed around, and people are missing pieces of the puzzle. And maybe if we had everything, then maybe we'd have a better idea what's actually taking place.
Yeah, because after the whole incident with the helicopter, I wanted to speak because we had Andrew from the Yellowstone, Max from the Trackers, and then Dimitri and Kosovo from the way. I was like, I need to speak to you all, because obviously I wanted to tell you about the lab/hospital that I found. Then when I spoke to them, they're like, they'd all disappeared by the time we finished doing all the triage and medical. I went up to Yellowstone to speak to Max because he was up there. Violet was there, and she's like, "Oh yeah, we know about that. We found it." In fact, no, I spoke to Chase at McCullen's first, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we found out about that about a week and a half ago." I was like, "Okay, then does anyone else go?" He goes, "Oh yeah, some of the groups do know." I was like, "Okay." So then when I went up to Yellowstone, and I was stood there with Andrew, Max, and Violet, Violet's like, "Oh yeah, we knew about it," and Andrew's like, "No, well I didn't."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Well, now you do."
Right.
Seems people are kind of sponging information.
Yeah. Though I know, I can't really blame them 100%, because just there is so much going on. I know it does slip people's minds too, right? It's like you just make that assumption sometimes that, oh, if I know about it, other people probably know about it, kind of thing. But that's not the case.
Yeah, that's what Violet said.
Yeah.
Violet said she forgot who she's told, so.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I was trying to find information on the Imperiums.
We need like a library or something somewhere.
Yeah, like a custodian of the knowledge.
Yeah. All right, are you going to that boxing match or whatever they're doing tonight?
Well, Lau turned up at the helicopter crash, grabbed some armor, and then fucked off. So I was a bit pissed off with that.
Oh. Huh.
So there was several of us that kind of went up there. Obviously, Yellowstone were there as well, because JJ and one of the guys, I can't remember his name, old guy, did introduce himself, but I can't remember. Freaking too many blows to the head. They were kind of, and then me, Grayson, someone else from the Trackers, kind of the Lau kind of coming in his helicopter, was just screaming and shooting, and there was a few crates on the ground, and he kind of, things were getting picked up. Artyom was another one who was there. Ethan from the McCullens, they were both there. Yeah, so they kind of, there was lockers and stuff. I remember looking in one of the boxes, and seen an MG42, and I was like, oh, okay. And I think because there was still some of the undead in, so I kind of did a sweep of the helicopter. Went back to the crate, and the crate was completely empty. There was another crate that was full of ammo. I managed to grab like 2 boxes of 408 rounds. But then kind of our skin tight getting itchy in that, so we all decided to leave. But yeah, I seen Lau running around, literally in his white fucking outfit that he wears, literally carrying some chest plate under his arm, running back to his helicopter. And we're like, okay, so we kind of got the wounded out, and then Artyom was really, really banged up, so I literally threw him in the back of my Land Rover and literally haven't gone that fast cross country in a long time. Dodging trees, branching, literally. He was bleeding out. It was like blood coming from every possible fucking hole in his body. And literally just dosed him with clotting agent. It took his mask off, and I just kind of fell apart from the damage it had taken.
Huh. He's lucky. He's really lucky. Well,
he should be dead.
Well, it
the amount
sounds
of
like
lead
it.
that was in his body, the amount of blood he lost, he should be dead.
I wonder why he's not.
Chase, we managed to kind of get ahead of the trauma and patch him up. Chase, literally, I had my fingers in one leg, pinching the artery, while Chase was in the other thigh, patching that one up. And literally, once Chase done that, I was like, look, you can do this, because I haven't got that fine motor skills. So literally, as he come round, I was like, right, I'm going to count to 5, I'm going to let go, you get in there. Did that, and then he got in there and started patching that artery up. Yeah, it was freaking... It was it was...
I don't know. It's just still, even with you guys being able to do all that, I mean, I know Artie isn't as old as I am, but he's also not a spring chicken either. That's a lot of trauma regardless. But, well, it's fortunate. Fortunate that you guys were around, that you're able to get it patched up anyways.
I think because we got him back so quick as well, and we managed to stop. We didn't stop the bleeding, we just slowed it as much as we could whilst we patched up the holes.
Right.
Yeah, it's all fun. All right, I shall leave you in peace and have a.
Right.
Are you going on to the boxing? Are you?
No, I'm probably not going to go down there. I think I'm just going to finish. I've been doing some organizing off and on. There's been the odd person swing by today, but I've been trying to. I've been slacking on, doing my sorting and stuff like that, so I'm trying to get a little more organized. Going to do that for a bit, and then probably catch a few Z's.
Yeah, no problem. Well, you be safe, Harry, and
right.
Thanks for the info. And
all right,
sit down with a cup of tea sometime. I just need to find some tea bags.
Yeah. Well, you be safe, and try to keep out of the river. All right.
Well, I know I like going in the river, but not with a freaking vehicle.
Well, at least it looks nice and clean now, anyways.
That is true. It definitely washed the blood out the back of the car. The leather seats are great for that.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
Hello.
What's up, bro?
Nothing much. Just out looking around.
Oh, Harry, right?
That's right.
Oh, this is Toe. I met you the other night.
Right. All right, I'm doing all right, Toe. There was something you were looking for, wasn't there, when you were at my place?
Oh, yeah. I was looking for M14 magazines.
Oh, right. Yeah, right. Okay, yeah. Yeah, sorry. Still don't have any of those.
All right. I appreciate it, though, but right on, man.
All right. Where are you heading?
Oh, I'm heading home, man. I just got this sweet chopper. I'm going to go home and build a little garage for it.
All right.
Just
all right.
Enjoying life, man. Feeling the wind in my hair.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah. That's good. I don't know if you heard. I can't remember where exactly it is. There's some fights going on tonight. If that's something that you're interested in watching, just probably reach out on the radio. Somebody can give you the location and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's,
nice. All right, man.
Lao Gao. He does them
pointer,
occasionally.
Bro.
Yep.
Oh, I just met him the other day. All right. Fuck yeah. That's awesome.
All right. Well, look, I gotta keep you. You be safe.
All right.
Try that bike.
Take care, bro.
All right, bye.
Yeah.